Good morning and welcome to the Unitarian Church of Calgary. My name's Meredith Simon. I'm a member of the Board of Trustees. The Unitarian Church of Calgary is a caring religious community that welcomes all people, regardless of age, race, nationality, or sexual orientation. In our religious exploration, we encourage spiritual, intellectual, and ethical growth for all. We provide religious education programming for ages 6 and up for our children and youth in the religious education wing downstairs. There is also child care for all ages for the younger children downstairs as well. For those newcomers with young families, feel free to keep your children with you if you wish, or take them downstairs. Just so you know, you can also hear the service from the Barker Room, the room where you hung up your coats. In case you'd like to take your child there, there's a cozy corner off to the left in the back there, underneath the rainbow kite, where you can still hear the service and have your child with you if you wish. This morning, usually our children are with us for the first part of the service up here, but this morning they are having their own special service this morning, so the children are all downstairs from the beginning today. We encourage newcomers to come several times to find out more about us, as our services are on different topics every Sunday. And please join us for refreshments in Wickenden Hall after the service. That's where you go straight through the room with the coats all the way to the back on the north side of the building. And join us for coffee. And if you'd like to take a blue mug, which shows us you're a newcomer, you're welcome to do that, and that will encourage people to come and chat with you. There are announcements in the order of service, as well as those on the flip chart in the Barker Room that tells you what's happening in our congregation, as well as other items that may be of interest. An additional announcement this morning is the second Sunday supper will be on February 13th, so you come for dinner and connection with people. Food will be supplied. A free will offering to offset expenses will be appreciated. This is hosted by the caring team, and they really need to know numbers for their prep, so there is a sign-up sheet in Wickenden Hall this morning. And Roberta has a special announcement.
Good morning. My name is Roberta Clare, and I'm the registrar for the Spiritual Retreat. The retreat takes place at Camp Kiwanis near Bragg Creek during the Family Day long weekend, February 18th to the 20th. Everyone 16 years old and older is welcome to attend. The deadline for registration is next Sunday, February 6th. Our theme this year is Spirit at Play. And if any of you would like to register or have questions, please come to our registration table in the coffee room after the service, and there you will see the wonderful display that was made by Mariana Louise Kovar, and you'll see a description of all of the workshops that will take place during the retreat.
It is so wonderful to be together, and I acknowledge you for braving the weather this morning to come and be here, to be with one another in this beloved community. Let us lift our voices together in singing song number 42, Morning So Fair to See, for truly this morning is a fair morning. I invite you to stand in body or in spirit and join in singing. A chalice is lit in our midst, a symbol of our liberal faith, a faith built on a foundation of freedom, reason, and acceptance, a faith sustained by acts of kindness and justice, a faith that visions the world flourishing with equality for all her people, a faith that demands living out goodness, a faith that requires thoughtfulness, a faith of wholeness. This tiny flame is a symbol of all this and more. I'd like to ask you to join me in reading responsive reading number 645 in your hymnal. Words written by Walt Whitman. And I'm going to ask that the people on this side of the room begin with the solid type, and the people on this side of the room read the italicized. A Song of the Open Road. Afoot and light-hearted, I take to the open road, healthy, free, the world before me. Henceforth, I ask not good fortune, by myself and good fortune, strong and content, I travel the open road. I inhale great draughts of space. The east and the west are mine, the north and the south are mine. Beautiful to me. I can repeat over to men and women, you have done such good things. I would do the same to you. Whoever you are, come travel with me. However sweet these laid up stores, however convenient this dwelling, we cannot remain here. However sheltered this port, and however calm these waters, we must not anchor here. The inducement shall be greater. We will sail pathless and wild seas. We will go where winds blow, waves dash, and the Yankee clipper speeds under full sail. Forward after the great companions, and to belong to them, they who are on the road. Onward to that which is endless, as it was beginningless, to undergo much, tramps of days, rests of night, to see nothing anywhere but what you may reach it and pass it, to look up or down no road, but it stretches and waits for you, to know the universe itself as a road, as many roads, as roads for traveling souls. It may be coming clear that the theme for this morning is pilgrimage, traveling those roads, and I offer a couple of readings to take us into the theme. The first, titled Journeying. On long journeys, I find the tools and maps I need are tucked away beneath the surface of things. There, in the crannies between rocks, in the secret pockets of land and my own heart. There, where mist curls around the base of mountains and fog covers valleys, and in sweet places where rivers run, a tumult of water and sound. There, where I find green moss grows and the heron lifts its wings and sacred trees stand. Where I have found levers, a compass, a sextant to guide me and scale the night sky, the horizon beckons, away from home to no place I have known. Yet the earth and its markings are familiar. The red clay gashes forth from brown earth, and the dim light glows. I can measure my steps from here to there in months and years, and countless joys and pains. The sorrows of parting from lovers, the songs of love aroused, requainted and failed, a landscape that echoes altitudes of grief, the latitude of learning, the longitude of love. And the second reading, titled The Journey. It is a pilgrimage, like a trek around Mount Kailash, or perhaps Bodh Gaya, but it's life itself, the whole thing, every moment. On the high passes of Mount Kailash, pilgrims hope for a kind of death, a rebirth of spirit. And it's not a bad thing to go there, do that if time and money allows. But what of this journey every day? And what can we learn from the pilgrims there? They, lightheaded in altitude, gasping in amazement at the alteration of clear, bright sunlight and wind-blown snows, amid the vast, craggy highlands and the steep, worn paths. It seems a wind blows here from Mount Kailash or somewhere, and so we, pilgrims of the sidewalk and the parking lot, are sometimes taken unaware. Not so much by wind-blown snows as by apples in the supermarket or sunshine through the trees next to the school. We gasp in amazement, lifted from our everyday selves for no reason at all. Let it be a pilgrimage each day, and may our journeys all be blessed. A couple of readings to take us into the theme, and now a song to take us there. I invite you to stand a familiar song, Wake Now My Senses. Stand in body or in spirit, number 298 in your hymnal.